Hi, I'm Monica McCarthy, and welcome to MVP Spotlight on New York City, where we have some exciting destinations here for you today. Our first stop is none other than the iconic shopping destination of the world, Macys Herald Square in New York City. Oh, I can't wait. As a visitor to New York City, when you come to Macys and Herald Square, you must make a stop at the Visitor Center, where they are loaded with tons of helpful information, including my favorite part, 11% off savings card for your entire purchase. Can't beat that. Oh my gosh, Santa! I've been a good girl this year. Wait, what? Oh, Santa says to remind you that Macys is the only department store worldwide to have the real Santa Claus. He arrives every Thanksgiving at the Thanksgiving Macys Parade, and he stays through the rest of the holiday season. So be sure and come and check out the Holiday Lane here at Macys and Herald Square. I mean, this place is amazing. Thanks, Santa. Joining me today is Alina, the Media Relations Director here at Macys and Herald Square. So tell me, how crazy is it here right now during this holiday season?
Wow, Macys Herald Square sees about 20 million people every year, and they come to us because they know we are the world's largest store. We've got 11 selling floors, and we've got the one and only Santa. So this is definitely a destination. When you think of New York, you think of Macys Herald Square. It's a national retail institution and a global destination. We see so many people from all over the world that come to Macys, because when they are coming to New York City, the first place they really want to stop is Macys Herald Square, because it really embodies the spirit and the beat of the city.
Where do you think the majority of the international visitors that come here to Macys are from?
We have predominantly a lot of Irish visitors from the UK. We certainly have Germans, the French. We have just started reaching out to China. We have developed a great relationship with them. But we see from all four corners of the globe.
What to you makes Macys so special?
No one does events like Macys does, and no one gives the value and wonderful fashion and trends that Macys does. Again, if you think of the Macys Thanksgiving Day Parade, a tradition that started in 1924, it's how millions of Americans and generations of Americans have started their Thanksgiving celebration.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to interview with us. It was really helpful, and it's just so exciting. You can definitely feel the spirit and the energy here.
Well, thank you for coming. Now I want you to go and get your Christmas shopping done.
Not a problem.
Yay!
All right, come on. Whew. Well, we've had a great time shopping here at Macys, and we even got a bite to eat and refreshed ourselves down at the cellar. So thank you so much, everyone here at Macys at Herald Square, for all your help. We've had such a great time, and I can't wait to go on to our next destination. Come on. Place to visit here in New York City that's fun, educational, great for people of all ages, then you have to come check out the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum here at Pier 86 in New York City. This place has it all, and it's such a wonderful slice of history, and thousands of visitors have come since it was opened in 1982, after originally serving in World War II and Vietnam and in the space race. I can't wait to check it out. Let's take a look. All right, joining me now is Jessica. She's our curator of history here at the Intrepid. Jessica, thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, my pleasure.
All right, so tell me a little bit about the U.S. Intrepid. I know that there's so many aspects involved to it.
Well, you're right. The Intrepid is an aircraft carrier. It was built during World War II, and it served for 30 years in the U.S. Navy before it was decommissioned, and it became a museum in 1982. And we just redid all of our exhibits inside the hangar deck of the ship, which is where we're standing right now. And we did entirely new design, new architecture, and all new exhibits that really tell the story of the Intrepid from, its birth in 1943 up until its time as a museum.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you get a hold of these artifacts? Is it donated from vets? Was it already part of the ship? What's a little background on that?
It's a combination of things. There are a number of objects in the collection that were just part of the ship when the ship was decommissioned, pieces of equipment, chairs, other sorts of things. And we do also get donations from people who served on the ship. And now that we have this whole new exhibit here, we're starting to see even more donations come in because guys are excited to see the artifacts we have and they want their items to be part of our collection too. So we're very grateful for that.
About how many of the visitors here would you say are actual veterans or have served in the military or currently are part of the military?
You know, it's quite a range. I mean, we do get a number of people here who are vets, either on the Intrepid or other ships, but we also get people of all ages, tourists locally, internationally. It seems that there's a lot of appeal for everybody to come check out the history we have here.
So can you tell us a little about this room? I see some giant chains around.
Yeah, we're standing in the forecastle, which is a shortening of the word forecastle. It's the forwardmost part of the ship, and where we are right now is the anchor chain room. This is a brand new space that we've opened to the public for the first time. This used to be unrestored, so we've worked to fix it up and give visitors a chance to take a look at the Intrepid's massive anchor chains. Basically, everything that you're seeing in this space is new. We redid the entire hangar deck, and one of the new things that we added is this long case here that runs the whole length of the exhibit. We call it the spine, and that really acts as a timeline of the history of the Intrepid. So it starts in 1943 and continues all the way to the end with various artifacts, photos. We also have some interactive exhibits embedded within the spine here that visitors can learn more about the history of the ship. Visitors can learn about different parts of the ship that they can see in photographs and other things. So this is really the way that we have reorganized this entire space to give visitors a clear idea of what happened on our ship.
The Intrepid has one of the best jet-age Cold War aircraft collections in the country. The museum has 30 aircraft that include two of the fastest in the world, the super-secret A-12 Blackbird spy plane and the Anglo-French luxury airliner Concorde, as well as early helicopters that cruise at today's highway speeds and even slower. Well, as you can tell, there's so much to do and see here at the Intrepid Sea, Air and Space Museum. And a big thank you to everyone here for all their help. And for more information, please check out the link below. And now, it's time to jet off to our next destination. Had a delicious lunch at Heartland Brewery. I highly recommend the macaroni and cheese and their homemade root beer. Yum. And now we were at the Empire State Building where my favorite movie, An Affair to Remember, was shot, if we all remember that iconic scene. So I'm excited to go upstairs and see what some guests here to the Empire State Building have to say. So, of course, no trip to New York City would be complete without a trip to the Empire State Building, which is where we are right now on the 86th floor observatory, which is amazing, an incredible view. As you can see over here, we have the Williamsburg Bridge. I don't know if you can zoom in on that over there. It's just a great spot, a beautiful, clear day. As you can see, hundreds, if not thousands of tourists visit here every day. So it's an absolute must on your to-do list when you come and visit New York City. So with us, we have Charlie and his family to tell us why he's here at the Empire State Building. Charlie, where are you guys from?
We're from right out there in Long Beach, right out by the ocean.
Oh my gosh, so you guys are pretty local. Have you ever been to the Empire State Building before?
I was here once before, but my son had never been here before.
Well, it's exciting. Your first time. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's fun.
Now, can you name a movie that the Empire State Building was in?
King Kong.
That's perfect. We've got one. We're going to try and see how many we can come up with, I think, on our trip here. Thank you so much for talking to us.
It was our pleasure.
We got one. Joining me now is Sinead. Sinead, where are you from?
I'm from Ireland.
Ooh, wonderful. What part?
Kildare, just south of Dublin.
Now, have you ever been to the Empire State Building before?
No, this is my first time. It's really lovely up here.
Can you think of a movie that maybe had the Empire State Building in it?
One of my favorites, Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh, that's such a good one. I wonder how many people actually get proposed to up here. What do you think?
Ooh, I don't know. Would you like that to happen to you?
Maybe. From the time construction began on March 17th, 1930, the building's steel frame rose at an average rate of 4.5 floors per second. One of the things that I find amazing is when you come to visit the Empire State Building, the elevators go so fast that you go from the second floor to the 80th floor in about 55 seconds. Well, that's it for this episode of Spotlight on New York City. I'm Monica McCarthy, and thank you so much for joining us. I had an absolute blast today, and a big thank you to all of our venues that we saw today. Everything was so much fun, and I encourage you to check us out on www.nvpny.net or friend us on Facebook and myspace.com. I'm off to go shopping again. Bye!